Like, I hope that some of you are actually aware that there is something called as Vesak, Wesak, Vesak ceremony, right? And the Vesak जो होता है, that's the second full moon of the financial year. Financial year is just a word, but basically it means जो अप्रैल या मई में जो आता है, आई थिंक मई का जो फुल मून होता है, टॉरस का फुल मून, उसको बोलते हैं वैसाख world over में. And Vesak is a celebration or a celebrated event among the spiritual community of the world. Wherever they are, Vesak is the most celebrated one. Or even if it's not right now, it will be in the future the most celebrated in the future, matlab 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years in the future, it will become the most celebrated event in the history of the or the future of the humanity actually. So on the day of the Vesak, the great teacher, his name is Siddharth Gautama, or who we call as Gautam Buddha, comes down on the earth almost to the almost to the physical level, and he blesses the whole world for a few seconds, and then he goes back up to the plane where he resides. I'm telling this to you because um, coming May, I think it's 13th of May or 12th of May, the Vesak which is happening of a great potency. I mean, even in Vesaks, there are potencies. So it is supposedly said that the one which happened in 1925, exactly 100 years back, had attracted or say was the one of those years when the great hierarchy of the White brothers decided to assess the conditions of humanity and implement appropriate changes. Key for the next 100 years, we will do this, and so and so and so, right? Now, for the next 100 years, the plan will be made in this year, ideally, and the coming Vesak time, actually. And work will be assigned, work will be allotted. A lot of these things will actually be done after this meeting. So one of my advice also is that start taking the spiritual practices more and more seriously. Purification, your meditations, your practices of to those of you Arhatic practitioners, take your Pillavan practices more and more seriously, because the more ready you are, the more work, the more amount of work can actually be given on to you. You, matlab, you the soul, not you the mind of the body, right? So just make sure that the more ready you are, and remember this, the more ready you are, the higher quantity and quality of work can actually be passed on to you for you to implement it. Yeah. So let's begin. Invocation, be aware of the heart and the ground to the Supreme God, Divine Father, Divine Mother. Thank you for your priceless blessings, for your divine light, divine love, divine power, divine healing, guidance, mercy, help, and protection. Thank you so much. To our great spiritual teacher, to all the great spiritual teachers, to all the great gods and goddesses, to all the great, great ones, we very, very humbly thank you for your great blessings. We thank you so much. Now, be aware of the heart and the crown. Let's invoke for the energy of love. We say, Lord God, thank you for filling my heart chakra and my crown chakra with substance of love. Again, say, Lord God, thank you for filling my heart chakra and my crown chakra with substance of love. Again, say, Lord God, thank you for filling my heart chakra and my crown chakra with substance of love. Dear Lord God, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Be aware of the heart chakra. Your heart chakra looks like a beautiful lotus flower that faces. It is a public video. You can share this with anybody. Public video, okay? Anyway, so be aware of the heart chakra. Your heart chakra looks like a lotus flower which faces outside to the front. Now, be aware of this heart, your heart chakra, as best as you can. All the 12 petals of the heart chakra. Many of these petals are known to have golden color, or the core of the heart chakra is golden in color. Be aware of your heart chakra. Now gently be aware of the crown chakra. It has approximately 1000 petals. Approximately. Your crown chakra is situated at top of your head facing upwards. I'd like you to feel the whole crown chakra with all its petals. Now we will say verbally, I am that I am. I am not the body. I am not the emotion. I am not the thought. I am not the mind. Again, I am not the body. I am not the emotions. I am not the thought. And I am not the mind. My thoughts and my desires are illusory in nature. They are not the truth. And then say, I am the soul. Be aware of the crown, thoroughly be aware of it and say, I am the soul. I am the soul. I am connected and one with my higher soul. I am connected and one with the divine spark within me. I am connected and one with God. I am connected and one with all. All right. The same fairness, let's start the purification session. Imagine a sun in front of you. Keep your eyes closed, back straight, verbalize along. Sit to the Supreme Being. Thank you for completely extracting out all the entities and elementals of anger, cruelty, injury, criticism, hatred, malice, irritation, violence, rage, and revenge from my entire system. Please sacrifice it to the great Sun God. Thank you. Next, verbalize to the Supreme Being. Thank you for completely extracting out all the entities and elementals of lust, greed, domination, poverty, and stealing from my entire system. Please sacrifice it to the great Sun God. Thank you. Next, to the Supreme Being, thank you for completely extracting out all the entities and elementals of lying, pretending, distortion, manipulation, ego, pride, low self-esteem, insecurities, prejudice, self-delusion, jealousy, enviousness, and guilt from my entire system. Please sacrifice it to the great Sun God. Thank you. Next, say to the Supreme Being, thank you for completely extracting out all the entities and elementals of procrastination and laziness from my entire system. Please sacrifice it to the great Sun God. Thank you. Next, to the Supreme Being, thank you for completely extracting out all the entities and elementals of addiction, obsession, and excessiveness of all types, and all the useless thoughts and negative emotions from my entire system. Please sacrifice it to the great Sun God. Thank you. Next, to the Supreme Being, thank you for completely extracting out all the entities and elementals of stress, emotional trauma, fear, anxiety, depression, pent-up emotions, doubts, and resentments from my entire system. Please sacrifice it to the great Sun God. Thank you. Blessings. Say, Lord God, thank you for blessing me with loving kindness and non injury in my thoughts, feelings, words, and actions. Please bless me with patience, understanding, tolerance, mercy, compassion, and inner forgiveness. Thank you. Say, Lord God, thank you for blessing me with the virtue of generosity and non stealing. Please bless me with a compassionate, generous heart that I may give and share to those in need. Thank you also for blessing my life with abundance, wealth, and with riches. Thank you. Say, Lord God, thank you for blessing me with clarity and sharpness of mind. Please bless me with accurate perception and correct expression, that I may have humility, objectiveness, and a good self esteem. Thank you. Say, Lord God, thank you for blessing me with one pointedness, with constancy of aim and effort. Please bless me with an iron will and inner power to do great things. Thank you. Say, Lord God, thank you for blessing me with peace, power, prosperity, and purpose in my life. Say, Lord God, thank you for blessing me with moderation and non excessiveness, so that I may live a balanced and prosperous life. Thank you so much. Thank you. Now, before we go forward, I'd like you to recall a couple of instances from your life where you made mistakes, whether the mistakes were in the form of intention, whether the mistakes were in the form of wrong use of speech, wrong choice of attitude, wrong thoughts, or wrong way of thinking, or a wrong set of actions. So basically, thoughts, speech, actions, and intention, if it was not in alignment with kindness and compassion, with inner strength, with inner power, with honesty, be aware of it. Don't judge yourself right or wrong. Just bring the incident into awareness. Now you know that it's completely okay for all of us to make mistakes, to be hurtful to other people, to be hurtful to our own self. And sometimes you know that even if our actions are completely all right, even if our speech is completely all right, but our intention can be selfish or malefic. And that is also okay as long as you're aware of it. And raise your hands. Be aware of the heart and the crown chakra and say, imagine yourself in front of you and say, Lord God, make me a very humble instrument of all your energies, all your energies. And towards yourself, in front of you, 1 feet height, project tremendous amount of love. Be aware of the heart and the crown chakra, project tremendous amount of love, and say, no matter who says what about you or about me, I love myself. I truly, 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 irrevocably love myself. What my mind sometimes says about me, if other people or my mind try to put me down, I still very well know that I love myself. I love my beautiful body. I love all the organs in my body. I love my beautiful face. I love all the marks on my face. I love my emotional body. I love my mental body. And I the soul love the complete package. I the soul love the complete package. No matter who says what, including my mind. Say, Lord God, thank you for giving me such a beautiful set of bodies. I totally love them. They may not be perfect, but I offer to them my unquestioned love. I offer to all of them all my love. And say, I completely forgive myself for the mistakes that I have made in this life. I completely forgive myself. I completely forgive myself, and I completely forgive myself for all the mistakes that I have made in this life. Mistakes of hurting other people or hurting myself. Mistakes of stealing from others or stealing from myself. Mistakes of wrong thinking or unclear thinking. Mistakes of incorrect interpretation of situations. Mistakes of being dishonest with others and with myself. mistakes of addiction, obsession, mistakes of procrastination, mistakes of what is called as ahamkara or pride, thinking too much of oneself. I forgive myself and all my bodies for many of the mistakes that it has made, including the ones which I have said. I completely forgive. My bodies are growing, they are evolving, they are not yet matured. In the future incarnations, my bodies will grow to be very strong, robust, and incredibly powerful, and very capable. I thank you, my beautiful bodies. I thank myself for existing in this beautiful world. Thank you. And I also express heartfelt gratitude to my set of bodies and myself for being able to be of great help to others in whichever form. All the help that I give to other people in various forms, I'm very grateful to my bodies for that. Thank you so much. Thank you. Let's do a closing prayer. Say to the Supreme God, Divine Father, Divine Mother, thank you for your great blessings. Thank you so much to our great spiritual teacher, to all the great spiritual teachers, to all the great gods and goddesses, to all the great ones. We very humbly thank you for your great blessings. Thank you so much. Thank you. Take care, Atma Namaste, and have a very good day to all of you. Bye bye. See you. Namaste, everyone.